Don't make the same mistake I made when I started my worm bin. These are my 1000 red wiggler worms, and I got them about 28 days ago, and today I'm going to show you how to feed them. So it's been 28 days, so I have maybe 4 or 5 pinches of cabbage, as you can see, with 2 slices of cucumbers. A lot of times beginners want to just go ahead and flood the bin with a bunch of food. This is not the way to do it, especially when you just start your worm bin. I usually wait 2 to 3 days before I even feed my bin. As you can see, when you're feeding the bin, you want to dig holes. Right now I have about 5 inches of material, so I'm digging a hole about 2 to 3 inches in each bin before I feed. But when you first start feeding, those 2 pieces of cucumbers for the first feeding are actually almost perfect. And if you're going to do something like cabbage, that's also good. The reason why is you don't want foods that are too sugary, foods that are gonna cause a bunch of acidity in the bin. So therefore, that's why you see me kind of up in the feeding now. But when you first start, those 2 pieces of cucumber are perfect for your first feeding, and you gradually increase as you go. But a lot of people watch those videos like this one here where you see a bunch of food going in the bin, and that's a lot of times why you find that your bin might start to smell really bad. And to avoid that, all you have to do is start feeding them slowly. The reason for this is because when your bins are not very aged, there's not a lot of microbial activity that's actually going on inside the bin. And so you want to wait, maybe 5 to 6, maybe even 7 months before you start feeding too heavy. As you can see here, I'm also adding some crushed eggshells. Some people call it eggshell grit. The reason for this, worms actually do not have teeth. And because they don't have teeth, these crushed up eggshells work perfectly in order to help them use their gizzards to chew their food. So I usually put a generous amount. You don't have to put that much, but I do. And then when you're done with the eggshell grit on top of the food, I always sprinkle a bit of dried cardboard as well. The reason I add the dried cardboard shreds is because it also helps to keep the moisture level balanced. Also, just so you know, the eggshells also help keeping the pH balanced. So not only do the worms use that eggshell to chew their food and the microbes, but they also use the eggshells to balance the pH. Then obviously you want to cover up the food that you buried because you don't want to leave the food exposed. If it gets exposed, that's when you start having a bunch of flies, a bunch of mosquitoes, and a bunch of other pests that you probably don't want in your bin. As you can see, I also have I guess you can call it a worm blanket that I'm misting right now. I just tore up a Whole Foods brown paper bag and I put it over the top of the shredded cardboard. The reason for that is because, again, I like to keep my bins moist, not super wet, but a bit damp because obviously worms breathe through their skin. So you do want moisture in there. A lot of beginners actually have issues where they might make the bins too dry because they're worried about all the horror stories that they hear. So they try to make it too dry. And if the bin's too dry, I actually lost about 1,000 worms just by trying to keep it too dry. So here you see me misting not only the worm blanket, but I'm also misting the top of the bin. And the reason I'm misting the top of the bin is, one, to keep it moist, but I also fluff my bins maybe every 10 to 14 days, where I move the material from the bottom up to the top to make sure that there's good airflow, to make sure that the moisture is actually balanced throughout. I have a 60 milliliter mister, so that way I know I'm not putting an entire bottle of water inside it, but just keeping it managed. So that's essentially what you want to do when you're feeding your worm bin. Also, as a beginner, you want to make sure that you know the amount of worms you have. If you have 500 worms in each bin like I do, you want to start with maybe 2 or 3 pieces of small chopped up cucumbers. And you always want to make sure that you add that dry shredded cardboard. The totes that I'm using are actually 10-gallon totes with about 5 inches of cardboard. And obviously the cardboard is shredded. So if you like worm tips like this, remember to subscribe because I do update these bins every single day. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you come back for more.